Delegates from 175 countries convened in Busan, South Korea, on Monday for the fifth round of negotiations to create an international treaty to reduce plastic pollution. Persistent divisions among participants have raised doubts about the likelihood of reaching a final agreement. South Korea is hosting the fifth UN Intergovernmental Negotiating Committee, INC5, meeting this week. The previous round of talks in Ottawa, held in April, concluded without a clear plan to limit plastic production. Instead, the Ottawa meeting directed technical groups to focus on chemicals of concern and related measures. Petrochemical-producing nations, such as Saudi Arabia and China, strongly opposed proposals to restrict plastic production. During his first presidency, Trump opposed multilateral agreements and rejected commitments to reduce U.S. oil and petrochemical production. The U.S. delegation declined to clarify whether it would maintain support for plastic production caps. A spokesperson for the White House Council on Environmental Quality stated the U.S. supports addressing plastic products, chemicals, and primary plastic polymers. Inger Anderson, executive director of the UN Environment Program, expressed optimism that an agreement could still be reached. Anderson cited the G20 summit communique urging a legally binding treaty by the end of the year as a strong signal. "If there is a will, I think we will get there," Anderson told Reuters while attending the UN climate negotiations in Baku. Fiji's climate minister, Sivendra Michael, emphasized the importance of a global plastics treaty to protect ecosystems and public health. Michael highlighted that despite producing no plastic, Fiji suffers from its downstream pollution impacts. He noted that plastics often end up in oceans, landfills, and backyards, harming the environment and human health. Studies indicate that most fish consumed in Fiji are contaminated with microplastics, Michael added. The petrochemical industry has supported the treaty but opposed mandatory caps on plastic production. Industry representatives advocate for focusing on reducing plastic waste through recycling and other solutions. Martin Young of BASF stated that the treaty's priority should be ending plastic pollution, not other issues. Previous discussions have explored funding mechanisms to help developing nations implement treaty measures. At COP29, France, Kenya, and Barbados proposed global levies to assist developing countries with clean energy transitions and climate change adaptation. Their proposal included a $60 70 per ton fee on primary polymer production, which could generate $25, $35 billion annually. Industry groups opposed this idea, arguing it would increase consumer prices.